So there is great news on day 2 of the Paris Paralympics 2024, and it was expected that the favorite would go through to the final. Yes, Avani Lekhara and Mona Agarwal both have made it to the final of the 10-meter air rifle SH1 event that is happening currently in the Paris Paralympics. Now, this is a huge bet because Avani Lekhara won 2 medals in the Tokyo Paralympics, gold and bronze. Now she'll be aiming to defend her medal this time around in the Paris Paralympics. So, Avani Lekhara had a fantastic period. Mona Agarwal, if you have to look at it, she bounced back under immense pressure to finish 5th in the qualifying. Now, if you have to look at how did the qualifying pan out at this point in time, Irina Sheknik. Now, Irina Sheknik set the Paralympic world record at this point with 627.5. The earlier record was 626. Now, Irina Sheknik has broken that record, and also she holds the overall Paralympics world record, which she set in June 2024 in Grenada with 629. So, Irina Sheknik, Avani Lekhara, Veronika Vajikova, Yunri Lee, if you look at it, Mona Agarwal, these are your top 5 at this point. And remember, in the 10-meter air rifle SH1 event, the top 8 qualify, and the final is going to happen today at 3:30 p.m. IST, 3:15 p.m. IST. Your final is in the next 1.5 hours if you have to look at it. So India could get its Paralympic medal today itself, day 2. In the summer contingent, if you have to look at it, it took them nearly 1 week to ensure that they got their first medal. So at this point in time, India are looking good to get at least a medal in shooting because 2 Indians have made it, Avani Lekhara and Mona Agarwal at this point in time. So if you have to look at how is the contrasting thing that is happening, look at Mona Agarwal. She started her series with 103.9, 103.4. Then she was the low 103.8 to 102.4. She was vulnerable in that middle section where, okay, she may not make it to the top 8. She had slipped out of the top 8 briefly, but then she bounced back. But then when the pressure was up, 104.1, and in the final series 105.5, it was truly a remarkable exhibition of shooting. I mean, 10.6, 10.7, 10.7. The lowest she got in the last series was 10.4. So that is why Mona Agarwal stepped up. But then if you look at Avani Lekhara for that matter, fantastic beginning at the start with every series. Series 2 was 105.5, Series 4 was 105.3, Series 5 was 105.6. In the last series, unfortunately, she had a blip in concentration. She shot a 9.9 and a 9.7, which meant 103.1. So if Avni has to overcome those nerves in the final, this is the one area where she has to work on. Maybe as it progresses, she will have to maintain her concentration, or also she has to really maintain her calmness at this point. So Avani Lekhara finished second behind the record holder, and Mona Agarwal fifth. I mean, what a story Mona Agarwal has had, because if you look at it, she started her journey from discus. She tried even other sports also, but then she finally chose shooting. And in the academy where she had to go, there was no lift. And that is why, impacted with polio from a very young age, Mona Agarwal decided that yes, she will go for shooting. In the academy, they didn't have a lift, so she had to walk. Imagine a polio patient having to walk. That is the main problem. Avani Lekhara, we all know, has been a superstar. 2 medals she won in 2020 in the Tokyo Paralympics. It was truly a remarkable exhibition that was there. So, looking at it, this had 6 series, if you look at it, of 10-10 shots. So 60 shots in total. Avani Lekhara managed to be consistent. Mona Agarwal at this point managed to ensure in the pressure situations she bounced back. So India are looking favorites for the medal at this point in time. Whether they'll get the gold, whether they'll get the silver or the bronze, that we will come to know at 3:30 p.m. IST. So huge feat coming up. Avani Lekhara, will she be able to defend her medal, or will Mona Agarwal step up and ensure that something else happens? So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back at 3:30 for the Paralympic SH1 10-meter air rifle event. So in that period, let's ensure that India gets its first medal today. A lot of other medals coming up as well. There is a discus throw that is going to be there. Kasana is there. There's Karam Jyoti, who's going to start very shortly. And then you got Manu in the shot put at in the midnight. Let's see how that pans out. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and updates that you want from the world of the Paralympics. Bye-bye.